I'm Deep Mahaman and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Aubrey, it was a tough one, but Liverpool got over the line.
It was, wasn't it? And you know, if I'm honest, this was the one that I was always worried about. You know, Ian did the interview a few weeks ago, and he said how they break the season into like 5 and 6 game chunks, and this kind of comes at the end of a chunk. And I know in that chunk you had Southampton away, you had Man United away, Tottenham at home, but this was the one I was always worried about. And now we've won it, so obviously it's after the fact. We've won it, and now you can go into that last few games and just have massive confidence that we can do it. But I think they're the type of team we struggle against. They're physical, then they don't allow us to play. We didn't particularly look, I don't know, he gave something away in the pre-match talk where he said Alan's injured, he would have played if he hadn't been, and I think we weren't going to go 4-3-3. If in a dream scenario where everyone was fit, we weren't going to go 4-3-3. We'd have gone 4-4-2 diamond. Yeah.
It was telling actually. Obviously, Lucas came off the bench second half, and we had a lot more control in that period.
Yeah, well, I think that's how we would have liked to have started it, probably with Alan instead of Lucas. And he's looked at the first half, it wasn't great, and he's gone, actually, no, I'm going to withdraw Coutinho. Even whether it's a right decision or wrong, ultimately it's right, we won. But he's put it in there and it's changed, and we were less creative but more in control. And we got the goals, the goal second half that we needed. And we actually, they tired, and that's the thing that we've got. We've got that pace up front. I didn't think the SAS and Sterling had their best games, but...
The SAS.
The SAS. And if you have Sakho and Skirtle at the back, from corners it's S and S. But no, we have the legs, don't we? We've got better...
Better legs.
Better legs. We've got far better legs. No, I think, a serious point, I think we've got more conditioning. I don't know what we're doing better than other teams, but we seem to see games out better. Yeah. We either blitz you in the first half or we drag you through to the end and then we do you in the last 10-20 minutes. Yeah. But it was tough, and it wasn't particularly pretty to watch, which, you know, you forget that football can be like that. We've been treated, we've been given over the top abundance of quality football and skill. God, looking back, that's in drunken memory, that's Suarez's worst game for us, and he still has done some amazing touches. He's not made a few plays, he's got a couple of assists on pens, and he's hit the bar twice. Yeah. And you go, okay, and you were shit, and that's unfortunately.
But we've got over the line ultimately, haven't we? That's the most important thing, isn't it? It was your star man then.
Do you know what? I thought Sakho played really well. Coming in cold, you know, he hasn't even had a sub appearance since then, and then he's like come back in. He's handled Carroll relatively well. He didn't look scared at any point. I thought Flanagan had a decent game. There was no one really above the pitch. I want us to hypnotise Gerrard and basically convince him that he's always on a yellow card booking from now on in, because since he's had, you know, like, the sword of Damocles over his head. Cardiff in the first minute, was it? He got his booking, and then since then he's not put in, and nothing's been compromised. He's been playing exactly. He's at
the same level, but with far more control.
Yeah. So it's like, hopefully this has taught him, because I was shitting it. I thought, buy a yellow card at home to Sunderland, to take out the Tottenham and West Ham games so that you're guaranteed to play against City. And he hasn't, but he still hasn't been booked. Is it 3 games, 4 games that he hasn't been booked in when he's had that over him? Whereas he was getting the book in the game, playing in that hole. So I don't know. But overall, it was it sounds horrible to say it, but it was a Premier League winner's performance without being a sexy Premier League winners performance.
Without a shadow of a doubt. I think that's been the thing that people have taken away from this game. If you agree or disagree, of course, let us know in the comments section. Aubrey, thank you very much for your time. Always a pleasure. So there you go, Liverpool beat West Ham 2-1. Chris, what do you make of it?
Yes, ball! I love it. I love it. I love it.